Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, and on this channel, we dive deep into understanding personality dynamics, healthy relationships, and how to navigate the complexities of human behavior. Today, we're tackling a really important and often misunderstood topic. What happens when a narcissist feels like they're losing control of their victim? This is a critical area to understand, whether you've personally experienced this, know someone who has, or are simply looking to expand your knowledge of manipulative behaviors. Now, before we dive in, I want to be clear about who this video is for. If you're a knowledge seeker wanting to understand personality disorders, welcome. If you suspect you might be in a relationship with a narcissist or have escaped one, this information is crucial for your healing and protection. If you have a friend or family member going through this video can equip you to offer informed support. And finally, for professionals in psychology, counseling, or social work, I hope this adds another layer to your understanding. Okay, let's level set. When I say narcissist, I'm referring to someone exhibiting patterns consistent with narcissistic personality disorder or strong narcissistic traits. Key characteristics include an inflated sense of self-importance, a deep need for excessive attention and admiration, troubled relationships, and a lack of empathy for others. It is important to note that only a professional can actually make a diagnosis. Here's the crucial point. Narcissists thrive on control. It feeds their ego and validates their inflated self-image. But what happens when that control starts to slip? That's when things can get really ugly. To understand what happens when they lose control, you need to understand why they need it in the first place. For a narcissist, controlling their victim provides a constant supply of what we call narcissistic supply. This is the attention, admiration, validation, and power that fuels their fragile ego. It's like a drug they can't live without. They build control through a variety of methods, often starting subtly.
Let's say I start dating Mark. At first, he's so charming, showering me with affection. He's constantly telling me how amazing I am, how perfect we are together.
This is the idealization phase, a classic tactic to hook their victim. But slowly, subtle criticisms creep in.
A comment about my clothes, my friends, my hobbies. At first I brush it off, thinking I'm being too sensitive.
But over time, these criticisms erode her self-esteem, making her more dependent on Mark's approval.
When a narcissist senses their grip weakening, maybe you're becoming more independent, questioning their behavior or spending more time with friends. They'll often escalate their manipulative tactics.
Gaslighting is a common one. This is where they distort your reality to make you doubt your sanity.
Imagine you confront them about a lie. They might deny it outright, even if you have proof.
They might twist the story, blame you for misinterpreting things, or accuse you of being overly sensitive or paranoid.
You're imagining things that they might say, that never happened.
Over time, this can make you question your own memory and perceptions, making you even more reliant on them for reality checks. Hoovering is another common tactic. This is when they try to suck you back into the relationship after a period of distance or conflict.
They might apologize profusely, without genuine remorse, promise to change, or try to guilt you into giving them another chance.
Let's say you've broken up with them. Suddenly, they're calling you non-stop, sending you heartfelt messages, telling you how much they miss you and how they can't live without you.
They might even show up at your door with flowers, begging for forgiveness.
This is often followed by a period of intense love bombing, showering you with attention, gifts, and affection. It's a temporary tactic designed to reel you back in, only to repeat the cycle of abuse.
Triangulation involves bringing a third person into the dynamic to create jealousy, insecurity, or division. They might talk about how someone else finds them attractive, compare you to someone else, or confide in a third person about your relationship problems, making you look bad. For example, they might say something like, "My coworker Caro was just saying how much she admires my work ethic. It's nice to be appreciated." Or they might constantly compare you to their ex, highlighting their ex's positive qualities while subtly criticizing yours.
They may also start to play the victim. If you try to set boundaries or assert yourself, they might accuse you of being selfish, cruel, or unloving. This is designed to make you feel guilty and back down, allowing them to regain control. To further isolate you, a narcissist will start to cut you from your friends and family by instigating fights, spreading rumors, or making you feel guilty for spending time with others. On the other hand, a narcissist may try to take control over your finances. This could involve controlling your access to money, making financial decisions without your input, or sabotaging your career. By isolating you, emotionally and financially, they are significantly decreasing your chances of getting the support you need to leave. I want to share a brief, anonymized, real-life story to illustrate this. I once worked with a client, we'll call her Anna, who was in a long-term relationship with a narcissist.
As I started to gain confidence through therapy and began to set boundaries, my partner's behavior escalated dramatically. He started spreading rumors about me to my friends, isolating me from my support network. He also began controlling my finances, making it impossible for me to leave. It took a lot of courage and support, but I eventually broke free and am now thriving.
So, what can you do to protect yourself? Here are some essential steps.
Recognize the red flags. Be aware of the early warning signs of narcissistic behavior, excessive charm followed by criticism, a lack of empathy, and a need for constant validation.
Set and enforce boundaries. This is crucial. Be clear about what you will and will not tolerate, and stick to your boundaries, even if they try to guilt you or manipulate you.
Build a strong support system. Connect with friends, family, or a therapist who can provide you with emotional support and perspective.
Trust your intuition. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Don't dismiss your gut feelings.
Consider professional help. If you're struggling to cope, seek guidance from a therapist or counselor who specializes in narcissistic abuse. Remember, you are not alone and you deserve to be in a healthy, respectful relationship.
Breaking free from narcissistic abuse can be incredibly challenging, but it is possible. Knowledge is power, and by understanding these tactics, you can protect yourself and others. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more insights into relationships, psychology, and personal growth. What are your experiences? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care of yourself.